Today's unit is solving systems by graphing, and what we're going to do is we're going to solve both equations for y so that you can put them in the calculator and let the calculator get your two answers. So just a quick reminder, solving for y, move the x, change the sign, divide by the number in front of the y, don't forget to simplify. So that's going to be needed today. So what's a little new, we've done it before, but not exactly in this format. We're going to solve for y on both equations, if necessary. We're going to put both the equations, or graph both the equations using slope-intercept form. And then we're going to graph, once we graph it, the solution is the intersection, the point of intersection, and we're going to write the solution as an ordered pair. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to let the graph 2 points, and what it's going to do, it's going to connect somewhere. It's going to intersect with the two lines, and where it intersects is our answer. So in the calculator, we're going to have to put them both into y equals. We're going to look for the intersection. If we don't see the intersection, we have to zoom out. If we can see, as soon as we can see the intersection, we do second trace 5, and we're going to enter until we see the word intersection. And again, the solution is, it can be written as the ordered pair x, y. So when it says solution, that's what we're looking is. We're looking for the x, y. So on this first problem, as you can see, this one's already solved for y. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to solve for y on this one. So I'm just going to write it on the side. And the reason why I'm going to write it on the side is because they're not always solved for y. So this will give us enough room to solve for both. And so on this problem, first step, move the x. So I'm going to move the x and I'm going to change its sign. Well, right now it's negative, so on the other side of the equal sign it'll be, I'm sorry, right now it's positive, so when you move it to the other side it'll be a negative. So we've done step 1 and step 2. Step 3 is we're going to divide by the number in front of the y. Well, the number in front of y is negative 2. And the last step is don't forget to simplify. So when we divide these two, we're going to take 4 divided by negative 2, which is negative 2. And then there's an imaginary 1 in front of that x, so negative 1 divided by 2. I'm going to press math, enter is 1/2, and it's a positive 1/2, so I'm going to put plus 1/2 x. So now what we can do is we can put this into y1 and this into y2. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to type in negative 2x plus 8. And then in the other one, I'm going to type in negative 2 plus alpha y equals enter 1/2 x. So I'm going to press graph, and if I can see the two lines intersect, then I can go to second trace 5. If I can't, then I'm going to have to zoom out. But since I can see it, I'm going to do second trace 5, enter 3 times. I see the word intersection, so my answer is x equals 4, y equals 0. So my solution, the way I would write this solution would be 4, 0. And that's my solution. So now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So on the next problem, again, I need them both to be in y equals. So on this one, it's not in y equals for either one. So I'm going to have to solve them both for y. So I'm going to move the x. So we're back at these steps right here. Move the x, change the sign, divide by the number in front of the y, don't forget to simplify. So move the x, change its sign, divide by the number in front of the y. So again, I'm going to let the calculator do the dividing for me. So I'm going to go to 8 divided by negative 2. That gives me negative 4. This will reduce, which is what we wanted. Then negative 1 divided by negative 2. I want it as a fraction. So this is a positive 1/2 x. So this will go into y1. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Move the x, change its sign. Divide by the number in front of the y. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 4. So y is equal to 3. And then I'm going to do negative 5 divided by 4. I want it as a fraction, so I'm going to press math and enter. So I'm going to put minus 4/5 x. So this will go into y2. So negative 4 plus alpha y equals enter 1/2 x. And here I'm going to type in 3 minus 5/4 x. I'm going to graph. I'm going to check to see if I can see where they intersect. I can see the intersection right here. So I'm going to do second trace 5. They intersect at x equals 4 and y equals negative 2. So again, you write the intersection as an ordered pair, so 4, negative 2. Now y'all are going to try the other 8 on the other side.